Hey, I'm Dr. Steve Wiseth, and what I want to talk to you about today is spinal degeneration. Let's take this analogy and let's compare our spine to our teeth. There's so many people that understand the importance of brushing your teeth. Well, I do too, because if I don't, my teeth are going to fall out. But there's so much of us that don't understand the importance of actually maintaining your spine and spinal hygiene. What I wanted to do today is show you some of the differences between spinal degeneration and what can happen if you leave your spinal problems left untreated. First, let's take a picture of what textbook normal would be. This is a picture of someone's neck from the side. Okay, what we see here is a nice, graceful forward curve. There's equal disc spacing, meaning there's a lot of room for those nerves to function. Obviously, this person is also going to have normal turning and bending. Okay, now if you have spinal dysfunction and you just kind of leave that untreated, you can have what's called phase 1 degeneration. What happens here is we see a loss of that curve. We're supposed to have a nice curve in our neck, but when our head goes forward, a lot of times we see, then we have a loss of that curve, and that in turn causes narrowing of those disc spaces. Well, all of that together also causes impaired turning and bending. Maybe people can't turn their head and they don't have the best range of motion. This is a picture of phase 1 degeneration. What can happen, you guys, is if you leave this neglected, it can deteriorate to phase 2 degeneration. Let's take a look at this. So when we take a look at it from the side here, obviously you can see there's roughened joint surfaces. There's also some bone spurs starting to come off of the anterior bodies there. And of course, this person is going to have a lot, more problems. Everything's going to be a little further advanced. There's going to be some more reduced mobility. Okay. Well, if this gets neglected, this can literally deteriorate even further into phase 3 degeneration. This is where we have severe bone remodeling, meaning the actual bones start to irreversibly fuse on top of each other, like joint fusion, okay? When that happens, obviously you're gonna have some sort of permanent loss of motion, all right? Well, when you get to this point, it's really hard to go all the way back. It's hard to retrace the steps, okay? So what we wanna do is see where you're at and stop the progression. We can slow the progression. It's really hard to come all the way back, okay? So I just want you to understand that, and you know what? Take care of your spine. Don't let spinal decay happen to you, and let's see what we can do to slow this degeneration.